Hello again, my beauties and bees. I wasn't expecting to go live again today, but here I am. And it looks like I got a topic on hand that I just could not wait to strike on because I was checking Dennis's feed. Dinosaur Adventureland in our and you hear that? Dinosaur Adventureland, and yeah. So we are. I think it's a conspiracy of atheists and humanists and other lovely people to keep my mind off other dark thoughts. Yeah, we're just trying to keep you distracted, Sandy. Look at me. I'm right here. I will keep you. I am here to entertain you. And also, I'm bored, so I do got to go shopping here in a bit, but I'm loath to leave the house because I hate the winter and it's cold and I don't want to. But yeah, this hit the. I just want to talk about this why it's fresh. And I want you all to hear something. So without further ado, I got a good, robust audience of people too. Yeah, I said robust. I don't know why I used that word. A good number of people out there already. Yes, this should be good for all you Dinosaur Adventureland lovers. Let's see here. We're going to do this full screen. Yep. And this will take just a second. You know who these two people are. There are few more famous duos, right? Yeah, this is like Harry and Lloyd. Yeah, this is Jay and Silent Bob. No, neither one of these gentlemen are silent ever. I'm in the Midwest, like right in the middle. If you need to know where I live, I'm on the Mississippi. Yes, there's Mr. PZ Myers. Hello, PZ. It's good to see you. Yeah, let me just play this real quick. I just want to play up to. There's like about a minute and a half into this, and then we'll stop and talk.
Dinosaur Adventureland in our Genesis Baptist Church. We've been helping Matt pack. He's going to move back to Michigan. Matt, hello.
All right, hold on. Let's restart it. All the way back.
Dinosaur Adventureland in our Genesis Baptist Church. We've been helping Matt pack. He's going to move back to Michigan. Matt, how long have you known about my ministry? Since you were how old?
Yeah, since I was 11 years old, I've known about your ministry.
Okay. And you moved up here a year and a half ago.
Yes, sir.
And your family's all up in Michigan.
Right.
And you're getting calls to go back on the road preaching. So atheists are going to take this and run with it, but you're moving to Michigan and they're going to say, oh, there's a fight. Is there any kind of fight?
No, not at all. It's been a great time being here and no conflict whatsoever. Dr. Hovind has been an amazing inspiration to me and to my family, and we've just had a great time being here. We've shed some tears, knowing that we're going to leave this place because it's been a wonderful experience here. This is not a cult compound. This is indeed a wonderful place, and if you haven't been here,
it's not a cult. Oh, and Angie, you don't have to come in here and watch these. I like keeping tabs on the science denialism community because they are making an impact in our world. So that's why I'm here and why I'm covering this because this is the type of people these people vote and these ministries have influence.
You need to come because the tours are amazing, the food's amazing, and God's work out here is going well.
Amen. I watched the video Kevy made, the Great Kevy or the Amazing Kevy?
Right, the Great Kevy.
The Great Kevy, K-A-V-I. He came here, heard the rumors about all the bad stuff going on, interviewed us, and it's not a cult, okay? Anyway, I read through some of the comments.
It's not a cult.
It's interesting. All those commenting are those who've never built anything in their life. They don't do anything except...
Take a shot every... Oh, hold on. I got drinks. Hold on. Oh. nothing fancy, but if Maya, Robbie, or Tog or any of them are here, this is the same boons that I bought at that downtown gas station. We got the real St. Louis experience, where the gas station with bars on the windows and all that good stuff. So I'll take a drink. I got 2 drinks for the. He's gonna say it's not a cult. This one's the Sunshine Pink, which I actually like better than the Strawberry Hill that I got originally. I drink that with Maya. All right, so anyway.
Tear down.
Yeah, so sad.
Idiots, complete idiots. Build something. If you don't like what we're doing, build something better. Okay?
Here it comes.
I don't like the way some things happen either, but oh well, I got to take the blame. Anyway, so what are you going to say to the critic? You're going to travel to churches, give your contact info if people want to get a hold of you, and in about 5 years, you're going to come back here and work again and take over when I die.
I don't know about that, brother.
Okay.
I'm just here to help.
Did you hear it? I don't know about that, brother. Oh my goodness, hold on. Let's slow that down and savor it.
Oh well, I gotta take the blame. Anyway, so
Did I go back too far? Hold on.
what are you gonna say to get a hold of you? And in about 5 years, you're gonna come back here and work again and take over when I die. I don't know about that, brother. Okay. I'm just here to help. Well, you got you. And in about when I die. I don't know about that, brother. Okay. I'm just here to help. Well, you got grandkids with the grandparents live up there and everything. It's that view. And in about 5 years, you're going to come back here and work again and take over when I die. I don't know about that, brother. Okay. I'm just here to help. Give your contact info if people want to get a hold of you. And in about 5 years, you're going to come back here and work again and take over when I die. I don't know about that, brother. Okay. I'm just here to help. Well, and you got grandkids with the grandparents live up there and everything. It's natural to. If you're going on the road, your wife.
All right, I couldn't help but do that. It was just too good. It was just too good to see him turn him down right on live. This was live that this happened. He said this to Kent live. Kent literally said, I want you, after you're done doing this, I want you to come back here and be my heir and take over. And it's like, nah, no. You can see his face. Oh my gosh, at, what was it, about 1:37? No, 1:38 maybe.
Sure. Yeah. So if any of you out there want to contact me, you can reach me at mattpowell705@gmail.com.
He will not respond to me. So I don't know about that, brother.
Yeah, you can also reach me at mattpowell706@gmail.com.
I don't know about that, brother.
You could email. Actually, yeah, I think that's about it as far as contact information goes. But we'll be in the Michigan area, and so just traveling and speaking at some different churches, doing creation science seminars and whatnot, and it's a very good time.
I did this for 20 some years, traveled all over the world preaching, and it's exciting. And after a while, you say, "Okay, that's enough. I'm ready to stay home." And so I can reach more people sitting here in front of this camera than I can by traveling.
Well, listen,
you get it out of your system, travel around. Somebody sent me a video, the one you did recently, and some guy commented at the end. I guess you did that. He put his comment, said, "Matt Powell, I hate you." Who is that guy?
His name was like the Simple-Minded Skeptic or something like that.
He should have stopped after the simple-minded. Okay.
Like, and that's a funny thing. Who would name their channel the simple-minded or the simple skeptic? I mean, you're admitting that you're simple-minded. It's just like,
is it the simple skeptic or the simple-minded skeptic? Whoever they are, they sound based just by what I've heard about him so far.
like the raging atheist. Rage means out of control emotions.
Rage was he named his channel that specifically because he was talking about the way finding out that or having his epistemology shattered made him feel. It was about his rage, so that was his outlet for his rage. He's talked about this many times on his channel. It's like you cherry pick his content.
Yeah, all right. That's
It's where's the self-awareness of these people? You know, I mean, even if I'm worth hating on, you know, like why would you get on video and say, I hate you? You know, just it looks bad
because you spread hateful messages to I know you have like 15,000 people on your that subscribe to your channel. It's not small. Maya, if you missed it, you need to go back on my stream. What about 5 minutes and listen to Matt reject Ken's offering him the ring and Matt saying no live on camera. It's like when you're on the teleprompter at a baseball game and they want you to kiss. And Matt's like, no, I'm not into it. And Kent's like,
it looks unprofessional.
Well, it shows the truth, though. It shows the heart. Out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. You know, that's their heart.
Well, you know who they hate worse? They actually hate you worse.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
How could anybody hate me, man? I'm the nicest guy I've ever met.
I don't know. That's the weird thing. Like, my kids love you. My family loves you. We've known you now personally for years and never had these problems.
Blink twice if you need our help, Matt. Blink twice if your family is in danger.
That supposedly, you know, other people have had where they've accused you of being a narcissist or a bad person.
I never heard that before until my ex started calling me that. I said,
so crazy.
It is. The whole thing is crazy. Anyway, so.
Well, it's just because I think you take really good leadership. You take charge of things. And I think that some people don't like that. We live in a society of no toxic masculinity, right? They take it if you're masculine. And if you take.
This isn't live with them right now. This is live from this morning. While I was doing live from the Hive, this was going on. So when I got done with live from the Hive, I popped over into Speeds because they called me out. Speed of Sound of Gravity, or it was Answers in Atheism now, Speed. Called me out in their video for ageism, so I had to go in there and argue with them, and then this popped into my feed, and I'm like, oh my gosh, cannot
take charge if you're a leader, that is toxic.
Oh, so they won't like
that's
me.
Why they don't like you.
Yeah, I'm nice, but I'm definitely a leader. This is where we're going, you know. That's like the Quaker said, sir, I would not harm thee for the world, but thou art sin.
I think that you use harmful rhetoric with your Dinosaur Adventureland staff. I think that your business model and your work ethics are exactly the opposite of that. The way that you treat your employees and volunteers is toxic. But we've heard enough people come away from Dinosaur Adventureland and tell us what happens in that place to know that you're not who the Matt and you are trying to convince us of right here. And you can keep glaring at me, Matt. I'm telling the truth. Look at him. Look at the way he's looking at me. Yeah. What's wrong, Matt? Blink twice if you need help.
Standing where I'm about to shoot. That's my attitude. Keep calm and go where you're going to go. Okay, so let's see. They can contact you there. The video, your website, and YouTube channel.
Yeah, so it's just Matt Powell Official. Yep.
Matt Powell Official.
And Dr. Hovind is featured on there as well. I've defended him publicly there as well. You know, when you say that the atheists believe they came from rocks, and they lie. They say Hovind's lying. I did go to your defense on that, and we've been just working together and just trying to get people saved. I think that's really what it's all about. I had an atheist email me the other day. He was contemplating suicide, and some atheist that he was subscribed to attacked me. He says, I started watching your videos and said I got saved, and I feel better about life. I feel like there's hope. And I think, a good message to other creationists is just let's work together,
That's a weird take. Have you ever talked to a single person, yet alone an atheist or ex-atheist even, that said that Matt Powell's apologetics were what saved them? Because Matt Powell's apologetics are just aggressively misunderstanding science and thinking it's like 1983 where you can be like, oh, nerds, about people who know what science is. That's not the way it works anymore. Your ignorance is not a sign of your masculinity. I think that's a lot of the problem. He thinks that if he took the time to actually learn it, it'd make him feminine. Learning and book learning probably is feminine to Matt.
These little things, like these little controversies, about why you might be against Dr. Hovind, they don't matter. I think we need to join forces rather than split hairs over small things.
Well, during World War II, America had allies that we did not agree with on numerous things. We were allies with the Russians because we had a bigger enemy called the Nazis.
Right.
And sometimes I can be allied. I recommend a lot of other creation ministries.
Right.
Some they don't recommend me sometimes. Okay, that's their loss. Okay. But no, there's a war going on. You need everybody on the battlefield you can. The sick, the wounded, fix them up, get them back out there shooting. So I try to encourage people that have fallen off the wagon, and maybe I go too far. So they said, "Don't you trust that guy?" Well, I'm trying to help him. Yeah, we are a little more toward the lenient side of go the extra mile if we can to try to help people. And I paid the price for that several times. Okay, it cost me a bunch of money trusting people I probably should not have. But anyway, really been a great
Matt looks like he's about to cry. Look at him.
blessing here. Year and a half. So get out on the road and travel around and get souls saved. And in the winter up there, in Michigan, good time to come down here for a couple of weeks and visit, right?
Yes, sir.
Like it's 40 below up there.
We'll be here.
Okay,
We'll come.
sounds great. Thank you. Any questions, Randall, coming in?
Y'all address the King thing?
Well, quickly. I do not understand what happened with Brett Keane. He scheduled a program for me. I thought everything was fine. I do a lot of programs, okay? But he scheduled a program for me to be on, and we had technical problems and internet problems, and we couldn't make the show.
We made the show, but it was like 5 minutes still, and he canceled it.
Oh, we would have made, he was upset because we didn't advertise for him before.
Does he not look like nervous, like somebody in a hostage situation? Watch Matt's face during this, because during this interaction here, or just without listening to the sound, just watch his face. See, isn't that, he looks...
He was upset because we didn't advertise for him before the show. Well, I don't advertise for everybody's show I'm going to be on. I don't understand that. What did I do wrong?
Well, he's all about views. You didn't do anything wrong. I mean, he was standing with us on all sorts of stuff. He even stood with me on the very issue that he's taking issue with me on, the LGBTQ. He was standing with me. He was agreeing with me. He was sharing my sermon. I did a seminar with all of the statistics and the figures and laid everything.
All your made-up numbers. Oh, you're misunderstanding how the math works. Yeah, maybe Brett King can be the heir to DAL and God TV Radio can take up that flag and that mantle and start waving it around.
Everything out very clearly. But the truth is hate to those who hate the truth, right?
Yeah.
He was peer pressured, I think, into some people getting him to turn on you and I. And of course, like if you put out a video called Kent Hovind Exposed or Matt Powell Exposed or Matt Powell and Kent Hovind Exposed, you're going to get some views.
Just a name going to draw attention.
It's going to draw attention.
That's right.
That's the idea of this stream right here, babe. I'm getting some views and some attention. I'm like real close to hitting my 1K mark. So yeah, I'm definitely covering this breakup of there was this dark alliance of science denialism spreading misinformation across the South. This rift where we've managed to divide these two individuals by whatever means is a boon to society, a benefit to us all. So I will cover this and will talk to my audience about this, and we will celebrate this rift because cutting off people like Matt Powell from access to Kent Hovind's audience is amazing. Brett Keane, I don't even think he meant to do it, but way to be a ally to the LGBTQ in general by because you don't see Kent kind of bites his tongue or holds his tongue whenever Matt brings up LGBTQ commentary. Clearly, he never mentions this off other than saying he thinks it's a sin. But Matt goes on hour-long rants about it with fake numbers and citations and things like that. I think that may have been a catalyst to some of the disagreements on what to do with the resources of Dinosaur Adventureland. Obviously, I don't think Kent wants to use it for anti-LGBT activities. I don't think that that's his intention with his ministry. I think, and as toxic as Dr. Dino is, I don't think that he would I think he would try to save a gay person. I think he would try to proselytize to him, whereas Matt would probably just scream disgust at him. I mean, I guess I've seen Kent interact with some trans people, and it wasn't good. Anyway, let's see what else is said here.
Controversy. Riding on the coattails. Yeah. Anyway, I would be glad to be on this program again anytime. I don't like the cursing and swearing, so I'm not going to promote it. Certainly not going to partner with him, but I'll be on the program anytime. I'll be on the Atheist program.
Yeah, let me go on record. You never did anything to Brett Keane. You were only kind to him. You were very, very gentle towards him. And for whatever reason, and I've been friends with Brett for 5 years now, 4 years. And, you know, this is kind of the last straw with Brett. I mean, if he asks for forgiveness, I'll forgive him because we're always supposed to forgive people. But, you know, after what he pulled, it's just not good.
He didn't really, I don't know if you've all watched Brett Keane stuff. We can go over and watch the video he's talking about here, but it was just mostly Brett Keane screaming, "Pay attention to me," to Hovind and Powell. I want to know why he was put on the back burner or whatever.
Probably shouldn't even talk about it anymore.
That's okay. Well, if people have questions, let me know. Somebody asked what happened with Brett. Okay. I honestly don't know. He flipped a switch, and for no reason, good reason that I could see.
So somebody asked if I plan on coming back. Yeah, I think possibly. You know, Dr. Hovind, I believe in this ministry. I believe in what Dr. Hovind is doing because I've met people that come through here and they share their testimonies of how Dr. Hovind's work inspired them to become a Christian. And so I think that there's a very good chance that I could come back someday.
Well, I just turned 70. Carl Ball, a good friend of mine in Dallas, is turning 85 here pretty soon. So I'm going to go at least that far and then probably at least slow down some.
Right on.
Yeah. Amen. All right. Any question? More questions?
Carl Baugh, that's another one that, Brett Keane, like, what do they expect? How many times does he flip his switch on anybody and everybody?
Questions there, Randall? You're packing. Your dad drove all night to get here with the truck and the trailer, and we had the whole crew up there packing you to move down. And so the girls are up there deciding should we wrap this plate up or not. You know,
Taking forever.
throw it in the truck and sort it out when you get up there. That's my philosophy. I've moved a bunch of times. More people love you than hate you. Well, that's good news.
I hope so.
I honestly
don't know about that.
It doesn't bother me. Okay, the hate is just really you get more rewards in heaven. You know,
We're outnumbered, Dr. Hovind. We are severely outnumbered, 100 to 1. They have all the infrastructure. They have the news media, Hollywood even, Bill Nye, all these big names. But I think that the power of God, even on this little...
You can't have two of those personality types in one interaction is the problem. Going to go for it. That's why these guys are clashing too. I think that, you can kind of see that the bromance is over between them. They're not laughing and laying their head on each other's shoulders. I don't know if they ever did that, but they were acted more friendly with each other. But you can kind of see the romance is over here.
Channel, these little channels that we start and these things that we do is reaching people.
Yeah.
And it's incredible to see how God can work through a little bit of infrastructure, reach such a huge amount of people versus their infrastructure and what they have. They out, with God, anything's possible. God and I are a majority.
amen. Well, the other day I looked at the link.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Tubian. And that's what me and Amy have been kind of talking about here lately. Me and Amy Newman, it's like, we're intelligent women with opinions on evolution, on history, on epistemology. We're able to talk on a higher level than this, and none of these guys can ever get past the fact that we have penises. It's really weird and inappropriate, and that's all they want to talk about is what shape of genitals that we have, and it's really inappropriate, especially when you come into the conversation with the pretext that it's going to be about something else, and when you get there, that's all they want to talk about. I get that there's a that I may be somebody's kink, and that makes you uncomfortable. It doesn't make me uncomfortable. It makes me money, but that makes you uncomfortable is a you problem, though, not a me problem.
Just how many views there had been of that little clip I did. Where did God come from? Randall, what's the total? How many people have watched that?
549 million, probably twice.
549 million that you counted.
It's got to be closer to 1 billion by now.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the first time I'd ever gone and started reading some of the comments on somebody else's channel that posted it. Just a little 2-minute clip. I started crying, brother. That thing changed. A lot of people got saved watching that little 2-minute clip.
It's
Well,
amazing.
they're going to enjoy tomorrow's Bible study on Colossians chapter 2 about the Trinity. I've been up since 3 this morning working on that one. Boy, I get these wild ideas at 3 in the morning. Anyway.
The more they attack us, the more the gospel is publicized.
Yeah.
The more they attack.
I think Matt could pull off like he is very soft. I mean, he's kind of tall, but he has very soft features. I think he could pull off a trans look, or it would probably be more like a drag queen look, I guess, because he's a cis man. But I think he could pull it off. He's got good bone structure. I like his nose. I wish I had my nose was more like that. I don't like my nose, but yeah. So it's kind of funny that he's very anti-trans.
In fact, Dr. Hovind, they challenged him to a debate at, I think it was Emory University, where he debated the 3 professors.
Yeah.
And they challenged him. He took them up on the challenge, shows up, schools them, and then the video gets billions of views. The more that they try to bully us and be rude to us and make fun of us talking about the angels of heaven and mocking.
Bullying you. this guy. So let me make something perfectly clear, okay? This asshole put my picture up on the screen while he called for the execution of the queer community. While he said that, okay, what he says is that all homosexuals are will have sex with anything, animals and children. That people who would have sex with children should be executed. That he thinks the government should execute child molesters. And then he'll say, "What? I never called for the execution of the LGBTQ community." And it's kind of funny. It's like, yeah. And he did that with my picture up on the fucking screen. He called for our execution. So, it wasn't the one that came up on YouTube. On YouTube, he just made fun of me and talked about me. But in his the main sermon, the one he had up on the other video service, that one, yeah, he did that. Really crazy. And he had like the before and after pictures, all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, wait. Well, there is kink, just not that one. What are you talking about, Trusty Ape? Yeah, he's funny. Absolutely. He's very toxic.
That the more God's word gets publicized. The raging atheist, he attacked me. He came off as sort of a Goliath to me. At the time, I didn't know he was as crazy as he is. But, I think God uses these things for good. We shouldn't ever look for fights. I know Dr. Hovind never looks for a fight. He's not looking for argumentation, but he's willing to defend the Christian faith.
Right. If they come,
Hey, Knock, if you hear that, if you're watching this back or anything, Matt just said, oh, yeah, he was scared of you. That you were a Goliath to him.
No, bring it on. Bible says turn the other cheek. It doesn't say what to do after that. So
lots of people reported it. It went down. They took it down for a minute and then it went right back up. The funny thing is, Lorraine, he doesn't. It's not me he's attacking. He's actually got my picture up, but puts another person's name on it because he thinks it's my dead name, but it's not. I don't know where he got it. He says that that my dead name was David. I've never been David in my life. My initials have never changed. So weird.
Yeah, I don't raise my voice. I don't yell. I don't get angry very often. And I couldn't believe all the critics. The people who've never built.
I think we've seen videos though of you Kent, where you're yelling at. It was the one where you're driving one of your off-road little vehicles and somebody was talking to you, one of your ex-residents or ex-employees or something was talking to you, and you were being hostile until he mentioned that it was recording, and then you turned back into preacher man Hovind.
Built anything are the ones that criticize the most. The one guy who was here for a while and moved out to...
I know, right? It's like he tried to dead name me and failed. He tried to call out Surus, the skeptic, for being trans, and Surus, the skeptic, is cis because he had a female avatar. He's a VTuber, and he had a female avatar. With boobs and stuff, and that he thought he was trans. Surus is not trans. He can't do this right. He's bad at this.
Washington started his little channel, that nobody watches, and he's constantly criticizing. He's got a whole channel, does nothing but criticize me all day. What have you built? Anything?
That just goes to show how little research he puts into anything he puts out, though. When me and AJ covered him a couple weeks back, and he was talking about the Loch Ness Monster, he spelled it Lock. And I even told him in the comment section, I'm like, hey, you spelled that wrong. And he's like, oh, is it still? And he responded back, oh, is it fixed now? And I said, well, yeah, it's still wrong on the thumbnail. He couldn't figure out how to fix and change the thumbnail. It was, I gave up after that. I didn't keep helping him because he's fucking Matt Powell. But
he talks about the divorce. Well, My first wife divorced me in Florida. You can't stop a divorce. And Mary left, and the board elder said, "What do I do?" We tried everything to get her back. They said, "Well, file an annulment." There wasn't a state wedding, so there doesn't need to be a state divorce. It's a simple annulment. Look up annulment. Same thing when Cindy left. All we did was just, we tried everything to get her back. Didn't want to come. Okay, so we filed an annulment because it wasn't a state wedding. There's nothing illegal about that. It's perfectly fine. The church can authorize an annulment. And then
So I've actually made friends with Cindy since we were on Amy Newman's thing together. We talk on like Facebook and stuff. Not just about this stuff either. We talk just like as friends. Anyway, yeah. So you accused her of in a stream with Brett Keane of all people of baking poisoned cookies and bringing them to you. And you've made that commentary yourself. That is a very serious criminal charge that you're making against your ex-wife. I don't think you can back up. And the fact that you're spreading that around on social media and on YouTube to a broader audience may be accountable for certain legal repercussions. I don't know for sure what state that you are, what in Alabama, what the state regulations are on that. But yeah, I would be careful tossing around charges of an attempted murder unless you can back them up.
I believe, I'm going to do some checking on that, the annulment is as if it never happened. So anyway, we'll get into more of that later, but I'm very happily married now. Ooh-wee, Sandra, way more than I can handle. And we got to get Randall's wife back up here. She's watching. Get up here. Randall needs you, okay? Amen. Got his own apartment now, Randall. Yeah, did you tell her about the view?
So his new wife's name's Sandra. I didn't know he got married again. I knew he had a woman he was holding hands with these days, but I didn't know that he was married.
Oh, beautiful view right over the pig pen. That's perfect. We come visit Dinosaur Adventureland. It's free. What else do you want? Okay, it's a great place to come, and we love the Lord. We just want to serve Him. Matt, you've been a great blessing. No hard feelings. You just decided, hey, back on the road, get the grandkids closer to the grandparents. Common sense. And when you're done, come back. Okay. And your daughter, her cheeks weigh about 10 pounds apiece. She almost smiled when I picked her up this morning. She was trying. How old is she? 1.5 or?
Yes, he's 1.5.
1.5. Yeah. You need about 6 more than. All right. Thank you, folks. Any questions? Call. I'm 855-BIG-DINO, extension 3. Take calls all day long. When I get tired of the phone, I shut it off. So if it rings and rings, tough. I'm tired. Okay. See you.
All right, so that was, I want to hear that one more time with the...
And in about 5 years, you're going to come back here and work again and take over when I die.
I don't know about that, brother.
Okay.
Let's slow it down just a little bit.
I get a hold of you. And in about 5 years, you're going to come back here and work again and take over when I die.
I don't know about that, brother.
Okay.
I'm just here to help.
Well, and you got grandkids here and work again and take over when I die.
I don't know about that, brother.
Okay.
Rejected.
I'm just here to help.
Well, and you got grandkids with the
I don't know about that, brother.
Okay.
I'm just here to help. I don't know about that, brother.
Okay.
I'm just here to help.
Well, and you got grandkids.
All right, enough of that. The other thing I wanted to talk about, and I talked about this on Live from the Hive earlier too. Was praise again. Just about this. I wanna call out. Oh, not that. We're not doing Cryptic Corner. Not right now. We're doing. Yeah, I wanted to talk about this again. So, just because this is annoying me. Again, with the pelvic girdle, there's more variety across. Yeah, right here. There's more pelvic diversity across geographic ranges than there is among the sexes of those groups. This could just as well be a race realist. Yeah, it's basically saying, yeah, that gender is in your bones because after a woman has a baby, her hips pop apart. So, yeah, this is why. This is actually more of an example of why we should allow for puberty blockers, because if you allow the young lady to go through puberty, without, then her hips are going to pop apart like that when she goes through puberty, whereas if she gets the puberty blockers to make the decision to transition at a later time, then she doesn't have to worry so much about this. Then it works the other way too. It works the other way for the people assigned male at birth, that their hips, like my hips are always going to be narrower because I'm always going to have the figure of a woman who's never had babies and body has never, my hips never set to have babies. Not that I was ever going to be capable of doing so, but potentially, you know, the bone growth could have been directed with the right hormonal treatment at an early age if I'd been able to transition when I was a child. This is not an argument for not accepting trans people. This is an argument for looking at this. This is an argument for letting people have their medical assigned procedures and prescriptions without the government overreaching and telling people what they can do, what their doctor can do to help their condition. You don't get to, the government should not be dictating what people do with their own bodies, or what someone who's taken their child to a medical professional and had that situation assessed, what they want to do with their own body. I do want to say, just put it out there again, if the Praise I Am team, I would praise Olive and Sparrow, would like to discuss these topics with me, I would love to sit down with you guys and talk, just the four of us, or any arrangement of the three of you, whether two of you want to come in, or just talk to the ladies, just talk to Praise, just talk to Praise and his sister. It doesn't matter to me. I think that it's a good conversation that we could have together. And I think it would be enlightening to you and your audience. So please, if you have time, come at me. Yes, come at me. I want to know, like, with these arguments and stuff, bring them to me. We can talk about them. I don't bite. I've always been friendly. I think that you posting this shows a fundamental understanding of what the trans issue is. And I think it shows that maybe you, because like I said, every time I've ever come on, you've been quite nice to me. You've addressed me appropriately and talked to me with respect, but your actions need to give me respect too. So yeah, we'll see what you can muster and pull together. We can do this. Okay, so what do y'all want to do? I have to go pick up my medication soon. I just put in my order. It'll be ready momentarily, so, but I don't want to leave you guys hanging. If Praise is going to be going live in less than half an hour, I might be able to go out, get that stuff, and come back in time to catch, well, all but the beginning of it. Yeah, definitely swarm if you're feeling sassy. Well, and Peter wants to drop the link to Praise's thing. I got till 8 to go pick up my medication, so I might just stick around depending on if there's room to have the discussion now. I'll definitely stick around for it. Anyway, yeah, I didn't want to hold you guys up too long. It's been about 45 minutes. Just wanted to drop that DAL thing, and again, issue this direct challenge to Praise. Come, you have these feelings about trans women. Let's talk about them. Let's discuss them. I'm right here. Yeah. Yeah, so let's see what's going on over there. I will see you guys. Remember to be kind and take care, and we'll see you around.